My name's John Goldsberry, and we're going to spend a little time talking about a bowed psaltery. If you've ever been to a Renaissance festival, you've probably seen one of these. It's a triangular shaped box that's played with a bow, literally a one-handed instrument. Now, they certainly sound like they belong in the Renaissance period, and they look the part, but what's its real history? Well, psalteries themselves go back to the BCs. A psaltery is a harp that's laid flat on your lap. So instead of playing it upright this way, you play it down this way. They were very popular in the Middle Ages, especially with ladies, because with those big poofy dresses, they could not hold a harp in their lap. So for the same reason they rode side saddle, they played the psaltery. Now, there were a lot of bowed instruments in the Middle Ages as well. Instruments like the Welsh cloth, the hurdy-gurdy, numerous illustrations of numerous bowed instruments throughout the Middle Ages. Michael Praetorius wrote the Syntagma Musicum in 1620. He cataloged a great number of these instruments. But despite the fact of being psalteries and many bowed instruments, there are no bowed psalteries. So what is the history of the bowed psaltery? Where did it come from? That answer might surprise you a little bit. 1925 is the first time we actually see one of these that look like this. A Westphalian school teacher named Walter Mittmann patented this instrument. And over here in the U.S., using great U.S. ingenuity, we finally found our way around those patents and came up with all kinds of variations on the theme. They were sold by door-to-door salesmen across the United States. Probably one of the most prolific of these companies was the Marxochime Company of New Troy, Michigan, who Henry Charles Marx was their founder and inventor, came up with all kinds of weird and interesting instruments like the pianolin and the violin uke and the marxolin. A lot of these instruments incorporated the idea of the bowed psaltery and added other strings, sets of strings that you would strum, little buttons that you would push so little lead weights would come down and bang on the strings. All kinds of interesting things that made them virtually unplayable. But once you strip away all those bells and whistles, you're actually left with a very satisfying, pleasant instrument. So let's talk a little bit about how it works.